Hey guys, just got back home from my parents' house where this got shipped to from 3A Toys, their 2080 line. Got Judge Death in the house. I'm so excited right now. You don't even know how anticipated I am to rip this sucker open right now from its plastic encasing. But as you can see, this is number one for their first 1/12 scale line that they're doing. I know we got Robo Hunter on the way, which I screwed up and didn't pre-order either, so I'm kicking myself in the head because I'm probably going to pay a good markup on it when it finally drops. But I don't think I'm really worried about it because this thing looks amazing. I can't wait to rip this out of the package. But this card is really nice. Probably one of the better looking cards I've seen for any of these 1/12 figures in a long time. I'm really happy with it. Like I said, I really do, it really sucks. I'm really ready to open this thing, but I mean, I would love to just keep it on card. But keeping things on card are for casuals, not real toy collectors. But give me a second, and I'm gonna open this sucker up and do a run through on its articulation and stuff, and get a better closer look. Sorry, doing this on the phone. That's the first time I'm actually done like a review. But this thing is amazing. Sorry if I keep repositioning. I'm just trying to get this thing. I don't have a camera or a phone tripod or anything to hold this thing steady. But man, this thing is beautiful. Holy crap! Like one Mezco's 1/12 collective. This is on par with that. I mean, of course, 3A has been doing clothing on their figures forever, but I mean, this is just as good. I mean, it has about as much hindrance as the Dread does from Mezco, but I mean, the detail on this thing is just as good, if not better, in some aspects to the 1/12 collective. 3A always does a great job with weathering and paint apps, and this doesn't disappoint at all. Like, I'm completely happy with this. I mean, I haven't owned many 3As. I've owned a few, and usually I hand them and break them, or something happens and I screw up and mess up a part. I'm hoping not to do that with this one. It's too too nice of a figure to do that with. But this thing is gonna go perfect on my shelf. Holy crap! Or even I'm gonna try to get some more stuff done with it. But let's see. I mean, articulation wise, this thing has got everything you could get on a 1/6 scale, or even most of these designer toys that we're getting nowadays. Its of course is limited because it has a full bodysuit. There is no zipper or anything. I mean, this thing is completely clothed. Um, the death patch, his patch. I want to call it that right now because I can't think of the word. This thing is beautiful. Look at it'll. If I can get it to zoom. Or it's just really done well. I mean, great black shading inside of this. It looks like a lot like bone. I mean, such a great sculpt work on this thing. Knee pads look great. I mean, the suit itself, it's a nice, like, leathery looking material. It gives you enough leeway to do the things you need to. Let's see, like, it's supposed to have double jointed legs, but I mean, of course, you got this big, huge knee pad on there, so I mean that's going to hinder some of it. But I mean, you can get a 9-degree angle, leg wise or out the hip. Let's see, he's got it in. He can get out about yay far, back about yay far, forward. I mean, the belt is kind of glued onto the bodysuit, so it kind of only goes out. I'm not gonna test it, but about yay far as well. I keep saying yay far, but this thing, I mean, Dreads didn't have much better. I mean, even Dread had problems with getting even in a bent pose to a certain extent. I mean, but let's see. We got on here, he's got a ball joint on the ankle, Good thing it's not like a two-way ball joint like on a lot of the 3A Jesuses and stuff that just kind of fall in and out. But if I can pull this up real quick, that's what we're looking at. It suffices. I mean, it of course you get your rotational. It gets that about that much ankle rocker space. I mean, so it's enough to get it in a dynamic pose. Even has a toe joint. Nice and stiff. Ankle, I mean, the ankle's still kind of stiff. The knee is a little loose, but I mean, it's not loose enough that it is a deal breaker. It's got a thigh swivel. Let's see, ab crunch. It feels like it has one, but it doesn't. Well, it does. I just think the part of it's the suit hinders it. And it has in the waist. It has a swivel of sorts. I mean, it can move fairly like that. Shoulders are on a. I wish Mezco killed it when they did the magnets on the shoulders. That's such a smart idea. Like as soon as Darius posted one about when he got his from New York Comic Con from that black and white version, he said the magnets on it. First thing I said was that's truly amazing. But this has a really functional like peg in it, so where it can move with the shoulder itself. So that way you're not completely limited to how it's supposed to, or to movement on the way out. As you can see, I mean, that arm can go out yay far, go forward, back. The looks like the bodysuit doesn't affect that much. See, he has a double jointed elbow. Of course, as you can see, the elbow pads kind of prevent it from doing that. But I mean, it does what it does what you need it to do. I mean, look at those pads. Holy crap, so detailed. I love that. I mean, I'm having to go back now and read a bunch of Judge Dredd comics just to remember a lot of the storylines, because everything we've had so far has been such a complete different adaptation to the story. Definitely because it's just like a 70s social, political commentary on American culture from the 70s. But the story arcs for Death are definitely cool. Definitely his background. And the other 4 judges, I can't remember. It was like Fire and something else. Like I said, I'm going back and reading. But yeah, has a bicep swivel. Double jointed. Also the hands are on another ball peg, so it gets good rotational. Really hoping just for a little bit more on that, so I could get him with that pose that was on the back of the card. But I mean, thing is awesome. Head doesn't have the usual like 1/12, kind of like the Hot Toys head, where it's just like if it's not a separated one, it's like the neck and the head put together. Usually that's what 3A has, but on this one it doesn't. I think the body is connected. This whole mid torso section has the neck coming out of it, which I mean isn't that bad of a deal. Just the head doesn't get that good of a articulation or swivel on the head. It just kind of gets a side to side, a little bit of tilt, not too terribly much, and up and down, not so much, because of course the helmet keeps it from doing that. This beautiful piece, like I said, on that nice little peg. I'm trying to get light on it, but I mean, this thing is beautiful. Of course, this review is going a little long, but that's because it's my first one. I haven't gotten signs down like some of those guys, like Chartemis or Anthony's Customs and stuff, and I'm really working with a lot less lighting than they are too. But hopefully this came out. Maybe this will help you, persuade you to jump on Big Bad Toy Store or I think Amazon's even went out the roof. It's now at 100 because people are trying to post that shit on uh, eBay for huge money. I wouldn't pay $100 for this figure personally, even though I love it to death. I'm waiting to find the black and white version that they made of this one. I missed the pre-order on for cheaper, but this thing is worth getting. Definitely, if you collect the 112th collective Dread, it is amazing. I'll do actually. Let me do a quick size comparison. So here's a comparison to Mezco's 112th collective. I mean, they're pretty much perfect in scale. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd see Judge as smaller or bigger. Of course, he's kind of a ghost at times, so therefore, it could be up to interpretation. But I mean, this thing fits perfectly in line with this. I'm just really ready for 3A to put up that pre-order November 26th for Dread and the Lawmaster. I mean, I will own that though, because the grittiness of that one will definitely go with Death, but this Death can definitely go with this Dread as well, because I mean, Death's always been dark and gritty. So, and we'll see. I'll do another one with some other 3A toys that I have at the house, or my roommates and mine. So here's a comparison to 3A Go subscription 2015 Birdie, which I really like that scale for that Birdie. I mean, for some reason it works because it just looks better when you put it up next to a 1/6 scale person. And this is the 1/6 scale Gid Birdie number 3 that I picked up the other day. Actually, I really love those figures. 3A just has some great designs, but that'd be a size comparison. 3A Go is just like a random, like, you know how Player Arts Kai does. They're like 9-inch weird scale. Like 3A Go is kind of like their 3A's version of a weird scale that they're putting stuff in. So it's like 9-inch figures or whatnot. And just a couple more. You got NECA Joker that just came out. I mean, he's of course a little bit taller. NECA stuff's just a little bit taller. There's a 1/6 Zom Commander in the back. So he's a tad bit smaller than, or a tad bit taller than the 1/6 figure from 3A's other one, and I got him next to Figma's Sake. So I mean, he scales really well with any one or 1/12 stuff, should I say? I probably screwed that one up, but awesome figure, guys. I highly suggest it if you like Judge Dredd to get 3A's Judge Death. Like I said, I think it's still like 55 or 60 on Big Bad Toy Store, so it's worth grabbing at that price for sure, and to add the collection. All right, man. Y'all have a good one. Bet.